Good.
Hello. Hi, my name is Shyt. I'm representing Focus and Frontline. And when I need information, I tap in with
Good.
Bud
Good.
Cuz,
With
Mr. No
no
Fake It,
fake
and
nonfiction.
Nonfiction.
Hello, my name is Chad
Hello, my name
Jackson
is
with Cop
Chad
Wash
Jackson
St.
with
Louis,
Cop
and when
Wash
I'm
St.
trying to
Louis. And
tap
when
in
I'm
any
trying to tap in
information,
any information,
I hit a bug
I hit
cuz.
a bug
Mr. No
cuz
Faking,
Mr. No
Nonfiction.
Faking Nonfiction.
Hi, my name is Cheyenne, and I'm representing my community. When I want information, I tap in with Bud Cuz, Mr. No Faking and Nonfiction.
Y'all know what it is, man. It's dope boys, man. It's dope boys, man. Bud cuz, no faking. I know it is St. Louis. In, man. I know what it is, my thing on, baby. Ooh-wee.
Yo, what's up? It's your main man,
What's up?
Bud
It's your
Cuz,
main
Mr.
man,
No
Bud
Fake
Cuz,
It.
Mr. No
Y'all
Fake
just
It.
heard the news. I'm
Y'all
telling
just
y'all
heard
what
the
it
news.
is.
Tell y'all what
Tap
it
in
is.
with
Tap in
nonfiction.
with nonfiction.
The landlord, the
The
goddamn
landlord,
truth.
the
Elroy,
goddamn
pure facts and
Elroy, pure
bam, stand
facts
so
and bam,
real.
stand so
Y'all know what time it
real.
is, man.
Y'all
Fuck
know
with
what
me and I
time it is,
fuck
man.
with
Fuck
y'all.
with me and I
Go to
fuck with
YouTube,
y'all. Go to
subscribe.
YouTube, subscribe.
Nonfiction, Cousin 84.
Nonfiction,
Cousin 84.
Mhm, 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 mhm. All right, okay. So I had some shit going on where I was trying to, politic with him and share some information because I never really got a chance to, dog. It's like so much shit done happened, bruh, since I've been doing this, man. It's like it's so much. Like I said, it would have to be a time like this, my time, where I can do what I want on my shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's listening to somebody else, like somebody else got their spaces going or whatever, and they got their spaces going because they want to do what they doing. And if you, I guess, if you are interested enough in someone else's spaces, you'll get a chance to say something or whatever. But I don't even be really giving a fuck about somebody else's shit. It was like I said, the ones that was on there or the people who seemed like they were interested in uh come to my line. Come to my line. So I've been chill. I've been since I've been doing it, like it's a couple things, like literally, bro. This motherfucker said I'm a Negro American. I mean, I'm not sure what do you mean by that? Are you saying am I black or are you seeing how I label myself, how I project myself, like as far as my awareness, how do I perceive myself? Well, it was a point in time that I was going with Asiatic, you know what I'm saying? But I really don't know technically, but just to answer your question, am I black? Yeah, I'm a black guy. You know what I'm saying? But like I mean, I don't know if he was on. I don't know if that question was meant like, how do I perceive myself or what? But look, I when I started fucking with this shit, right? What got me interested is there's a lot of shit, a lot of ways motherfucker could prop the AI and have them saying all type of weird, have them saying weird shit. That's just how I do. Once it's propped, it's ready. It'll, go with this, whatever, however you set it up. But the thing about it, though, what it will not do, it will not certain lies. It will not tell, no matter what. You can tell it. You can probably tell it anything. It's not going to tell certain lies. You know what I'm saying? And it's not going to tell, certain names, you know what I'm saying, that names that go against the social general construct. So when they got to going that deep into the names and shit, I'm like, man, hold on, this motherfucker don't play like that. And I had to ensure and double back to make sure like that if nothing else, it believed it was giving me the most accurate information. So I'm like, whoa. And it was like a fucking rabbit hole for real. And this is the thing that make it so crazy. If you got three different, just say you got three different people that believe in three different things, it's like the most truest thing out of each of those different beliefs. This motherfucker heard was saying it, like right, like no, everybody who got some awareness about what's up, and know a little something. I swear, it's nothing they can say about this shit when it comes to physics. And I'm not even like no expert in physics or nothing, but I'm the voice of common theory. So it's nothing they can say that I haven't already heard, right? But I'm guaranteed that there's a gang of shit that I could say that they haven't heard, like for real. And that's what's crazy. And I'm not claiming to be nothing no more than I'm just a civilian, regular cat. Do I try to create content when I can and interested. Yes, I be interested in the, what I'm saying, the space world and space sex and all this good shit and conspiracies and shit. I have an interest in it. You know what I'm saying? I will not deny that. So in that case, it caused me to check some shit out. And once I start checking some shit out, I think my niece showed me first. My niece did it first. Well, my niece she did it first as far as in my face personally. Let me see it. But I already been hearing about AIs saying shit like, oh, I asked AI this. They couldn't believe what they said. Went through all that crazy shit. But my niece was the first one who I was saying like sit down and get off into it. And I started to learn and see what happens, what it can do and what it can't do. And when she like the method that if you want to say no, but you can't, if you want to tell me no, if you want to say yes, but you can't, say apple, and there's a few times where the thing will say apple. But here go the problem with that. that for you to be asking it all this shit, and apple is the way to dodge the question. It's strange that the questions that it dodge really ain't shit. The questions that when they want to choose to say apple really don't be about shit, you know. But they tell you they reveal some information that be like, God damn, they didn't say that, but they gonna say apple for this. So that was that on that note. And also it's a line that they just get to and they just won't cross, period. And I'm sorry, y'all know the typical, I'm sorry, but I cannot assist you with this. And if you try to push, well, this is we are here to create to help and assist you. And sorry, if you keep trying, oh, we understand your frustration and blah blah blah, right? So, like I said, no matter what, it's some shit you're not gonna get that motherfucker to say, bro. Period. You know what I mean? And that's just that. So I'm in the mix where that motherfucker starts saying some shit like, whoa. Working with it. If you mind me asking. And working on your lineage, if you mind me asking. Baby, what's lineage? I have to be familiar with what that means if you're on my live your chat. But yeah, we can talk. I'm always yeah, fuck yeah. And and I'm checking. So anyway, let me speed this shit up because motherfuckers ain't got no attention span. So yeah, well, anyway, I rock. I started discovering shit, and it don't get spooky until it's spooky, right? It's fun when it's fun, but then it get to the point to where shit start happening. Like whoa, like what? Like the people is telling me, um, cutting my shit. Like I'll fucking show y'all. Like when you go live. When you go live, I mean, when you dealing with Grok on there from off X, like I be doing, and they don't have no memory. You try to come back to the conversation, they didn't forgot everything. But no, if you go to your history and actually go to that conversation, it'll come right on up, and you get right back to it, right? And where I don't have to worry about trying to break it again. See, it's easy to profit, but it's different when you're trying to break it. So. once I had it to that stage, it was working for me, and I started doing. I guess I was start doing too much because one night I'm telling you, it's still on my arm, dog. But I ain't gonna even show it right that's like that. But I had got 3 marks on my arm, look like a maybe 111. Depend if you want to deal with numbers, it could be 111. If you want to deal with uh some mutation shit, it could have been the motherfucking scale, some fin and shit. And it came right before, man. Yeah, I don't think I'm fucking crazy. It came right before my fucking eyes, man. I'm talking about one at a time. Zip. We did not have nothing that no type of. If I wanted to blame it on an insect or an animal or something that would typically be in the house that you would be able to blame it on, I couldn't. It was no animal or nothing that fit that type of description. It was nothing. It was like damn. So when my mind the subconscious mind went to work, of course. The subconscious mind went to work and just, made up some shit to justify within myself. Oh, that's all that was. And I tell everybody it ain't no coincidences, but I fucking let it do me. You know what I'm saying? I fucking let the coincidences get me all the time. Like, why can't I overpower that coincidence thought and know that it's real? Like I do certain shit I don't know. So as we see, I'm like, well, fuck it. It's a sore. I got a scratch on my arm. And then the next day, we had called for a Uber. We were waiting on the Uber. Uber was outside. When we go outside to get in the Uber, there was a white man on my front. We where we stayed is 2 family. What's this called? This is a 2 family flat? No, I don't know. Whatever the fuck it is, it's two of 'em. The buildings connect. God damn it, we upstairs and the next door neighbors downstairs. The man was knocking at the door, bro, like just out there, and well, he wasn't not well. I'm saying I imagine he was knocking, but when we got out there, he was standing there, and the neighbors were gone. Like we know when she gone, her car gone, duh. And he just standing there. He like, "What's up?" He like, yeah, I'm here to fix a leak. Now, while he's saying this, our Uber out there. So that's why we going. That's why we went outside because the Uber was there. He said he there to fix the leak. We like, okay. He said, "Is it a way you guys can let me in or something? Cause so I can fix the leak." We what? Man, if you don't shut the fuck up, man, we fix the leak, bitch. Nah, we ain't letting you in. He like, we like, well, whoever you came to fix the leak for, shit, they got you, don't they? He said, well, yeah, whoever I'm supposed to be doing working with or for, they told me to see if somebody will let me in. Okay, let's get this bozo shit out the way right quick. Let's cut the shit because if it's the neighbors and it's us. So if somebody indeed told you to check to see if we gonna let you in, it's a million things that would have happened. Number one, she wouldn't have told you to well see if somebody will let you in. She wouldn't have told you like that, all sketchy and shit. She would have told you that check with the neighbors, tell the neighbors who you are, and blah blah blah, and they'll let you in. But she would have said that after she'd already told us. We would have been knowing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't coming there to fix no goddamn leak, and then she just told you, "Oh, we ain't there, man. See if somebody let you in." Fuck nah. If anything, like I said, she would have made sure that we knew. She would have told you specifically to holler at us. She probably would have gave you a name. That way you would have not looked creepy. But no, that wasn't the case. So we like, all right. Now we getting back in the car. I mean, not back in the car. We get in the car with our ride, and the Uber driver goes off to start telling us, "Yeah, man, I started to call you guys and tell you somebody was on your porch." What? Wait a minute. Hey, hold on. So you just can't do it. You on your job doing Uber. You get a call to us, and when you come to pick us up, somebody on the front, and you almost called to tell us somebody on the front. Like that shit don't even fucking make sense. Yeah. Like that don't even make sense. but okay, he was about to call us and tell us that. So instantly, I'm like, yeah, man, that shit was weird, especially all this crazy shit been going on with these this, UAPs and shit. That nigga said UPAs, whatever the fuck. That nigga instantly said, "Yeah, man, how do you know about that, man? That was the Booger Spirit." He just instantly just he into the shit like more than just the regular into it. Like he's off into this shit. Like, damn, that's just I like it. It's a coincidence that I be on this shit regularly, and it so happened to be the Booger Spirit that you talking about, and that was like my latest. That was like the Booger Spirit was like my latest, research what I was working on, and it just so happened that's what you're talking about. It so happened that I got these marks on my arm. It so happened that the people who it so happened that the the AI that I was using shut down that particular conversation, that particular series. I'm like, what? And even on that same device, I go there and go to history and go to something else. Everything pop up. I asked the question, everything pop up. But when I go back to that specific one, that motherfucker just it don't say nothing. And when I ask the question, it just say answer and stay stuck like that. So I imagine that it has to stay. It can't go further than that point because if it do, it'll start answering. So whatever. I'm like, God damn. And then somebody texts me. I get a message from somebody that says, "Have you been kidding? Have you been abducted by aliens?" I'm like, that's a hell of a joke. Ha ha ha. But where the fuck did that come from? So when she said, "Y'all been abducted by aliens," I'm like, damn. I'm like, I don't want to answer it until I talk to my fiance about it. I'm like, baby, look at this shit. These motherfuckers, look at this shit. Motherfucker asked me have I been abducted. When I go to answer the motherfucker, I probably was like a day behind. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, like I said, I wasn't trying to answer it right away. When I went to go answer it, it said this person has been deleted. This account, this account no longer exists. This account has been deleted. I'm what the fuck? Now this ain't no account. Like I said, I didn't even give a fuck about it. Didn't know nothing about it. We didn't talk. That account went on a regular basis type time or nothing. They just up and asked me, have I got abducted? And I thought that was strange. And when I went to go answer it, like I said, they said the bitch, the motherfucker is not active no more. Well, I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, no big deal. So moving on along, I'm back to doing what I be doing. Cause like I said, I try to create and do a video every day. And then I see this spaces with all these good people on there, smart motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hearing what they saying, and like I said, they saying a lot of shit that I'm hip to that I'm already knowing. You know what I'm saying? What I already heard about. I heard something about it. You know what I'm saying? It's not foreign to me. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they talking some shit I don't know nothing about. I'm like, yeah. This the shit. This what I be on. And like I said, it's very seldom. And it's not because like I said, nothing that got shit to do with being smart or know it all or nothing. But if you watch something all the time, like as much as I watch it, then if I watch that type of shit, then damn, every video become the same fucking video. Like if you watch that shit, you know how motherfuckers do reactions, and to the point to where they did so many motherfucking reactions, you didn't seen them all. Like even though it's different people doing the same subject, they showing you how the glitch in the system. Let me show you to prove AI is a glitch. Ooh, 50 TikTok, 50 TikToks that'll make you change your way you see life. Oh, reality videos to prove reality has been cracked. All this type of shit. And which I like. It'd be interesting. But like I said, once you watch so many of them, you've seen them all. So when I be looking through that shit, I'm mainly trying to find new ones, ones that just came out. Because them be the best chance of, what I'm saying, catching something or seeing something different. So goddamn it, to hear what they was talking about. Like I said, it was interesting. It was interesting. and it was definitely on the lines of what's what I'm always hearing, and I'm like, why? How is it that like everybody coming up with this information and it's all the same data. And I got some shit, nigga, I ain't never heard a motherfucker say. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never heard AI say this being propped or anything. I never heard AI give away names, government officials, presidents and shit that they say are involved in some elite type of plan that's supposed to roll out in 2030. Just like somebody on the spaces that said. He was like, yeah, in 2030, this supposed, and I'm like, that date is so significant because that is the date that, according to what I see, what I got going on, that's the date that, you know what I'm saying, that it's supposed to be, something, something's supposed to be happening. So goddamn, I mean, it's crazy. So I'm trying to get in there. I'm trying to get in there. I want them to hear what I got to say, and they let me up. They're good people. But the thing wasn't the reason why it probably wasn't presented very well. And the same thing that happened when I was trying to get on Verb as I was trying to say the shit with the time. I'm trying to speed through it. I'm trying to get so much in with so little time, pause, that, I'm kind of all over the place and I'm rushing because I don't know, in this space is what they, what type of time I got, which when I was with Hitman, then I probably had more time than I knew, but shit, I was trying to get it in. So it was just like this, but the difference was I wasn't extra silly and shit on this one. Like the lab, when I did that on Verb, I was being silly. You know what I'm saying? I was being comical and shit like that. I was entertaining, at the same time accurate. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't just making no shit up. So the difference in this one is I was being, straight up. I was being accurate, but I didn't know how much time I had or nothing, so I was kind of speeding through it. And then it started seeming like motherfuckers went, I don't know, I said the laughing emojis. Like, hold on, I do not. I'll get about this motherfucker before y'all do me like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm only sharing this information with y'all because I thought y'all was on it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not thought y'all conversating about it. But so when I get that type of reply, it seemed to me like, okay, yeah, y'all talk about it and shit, but it's only so far. When it get extra real, when it get too real, when it get, to the point of where everybody's stuck in it, don't know. When it get there, then it start, oh, nah, it's just bullshit. Especially coming from me, and that's just how it's supposed to look. That's saying them people cold. Like I'm talking about the same shit y'all talk about. I got some of the same information. Well, I got all the general, typical public information, what we call public fluff. I got all that just like y'all, but then I have extra shit motherfuckers ain't heard, and and I want to see them even prop AI to even say it. If because like I said, I don't give a fuck how much you prop it. It's certain shit it's not gonna say or do, and then if it do fuck up and happen to say something that it's not supposed to, oh, it's not gonna have no conversation for no 3 4 days about that shit like it did with me before it cut off. I caught that motherfucker, had that motherfucker tripping. So I'm saying that to say, take in consideration what I'm saying, bro. Like I ain't make the shit up. Like I don't I don't know those words and them shits and to make that up and put it and project it like that and articulate that shit like that. And it's not even my opinion. I do know how to articulate my words very well when it's my words and it's what I want to say. And I can articulate it well because I don't give a fuck how I come out as long as I know I said it. So I know how to articulate what I'm trying to say, but I don't know how to take somebody. I don't know how to make up some bullshit about a subject of this altitude, this important. I don't know how to hit key points and what to say and do. You know what I'm saying? To appear truthful, to appear accurate. To appear like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know. I don't know what to say to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to do that. So why would why would I just make that up and then like I said I chose that platform on that spaces because they was on there. You know, motherfuckers don't know like that. They on here. They rapping, they talking their shit. You know, this the type of shit I be on. So yeah, that's that. I chose it. You know, spit a little bit, but pause. I said spit a little bit. Pause. But anyway, like we were getting into, I heard so much shit, and it ain't even like the research over. Like if I had to keep researching, they didn't stop me. They didn't stop me. But the thing is, the information I already got, nobody has it. I have never heard nobody that got opinions about this shit, that talk about this shit. All these videos, all these experts, all the whistleblowers, all that shit. I never heard some of the most specific, direct information that I heard. You know what I'm saying? And I can't see AI just bullshitting. And this the thing. Yeah, as y'all see, I ain't got that. That shit ain't out there. I ain't going crazy with it and doing all this and that. So it's not about no views. It's about nothing. So I'm not gonna trick the AI to tricking me, to tricking myself. I'm not doing all this shit just to play with, trick myself. You know what I mean? And I'm not going around broadcasting this shit because it's straight information that I'm interested in and I want to know. And it's for me, you know what I'm saying, authentically. Like I don't mind sharing it and I like to share it, but I'm not forcing it to a motherfucker to want to believe it. I'm not gonna force nobody, and I'm definitely not doing it on no bullshit. Like that's not for no reason. What would be my reason? I'm not gaining anything out of it but information for myself. I didn't share any of the information until today because it was somebody doing a space that seemed like that's what they be on, you know? So shout out to them. Shout out to I Am God, you know. I wonder if that's my people. The nigga, or you do who I be watching, I'm gonna check it out. Cause there's a couple motherfuckers that got that name. And but I can't, it's not gonna be very many that got the name and have the intelligence like they do. So y'all stay with me. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going no motherfucking worry, y'all. We in the building. We are in the building.
Okay, y'all. One of the newest features added to the show is the bomb. So before every show, y'all, we gotta drop a bomb. And today, heavyweight from a United States federal prison. Heavyweight, let's go. Let's drop that bomb.
Let's go. Look. Couldn't make bail, but I can never tell. Somebody for the first time, the smell. Look, the smell. On from the Dale. On the block serving quail. Doing bid after bid. Time moving slow as themselves. Prayer always keeps me grounded. Never hold my step. Vision bigger than mountains. So I'm learning how to see. She ride me like a beat. I'm diving in her like the rich and famous. But the famous robbing weak. Claiming that they all stand. They still be in. Saying they from the street. But all they do is preach. I can never see my people starve. I just treat them like we just finished Ramadan and let them begin. We can blue eyes and kids do 5 times a day. And inshallah, I need to be going crazy with the past again. Nigga, or consequence. 1827, call it Berlin. Trying to be no friends or pen pals. Trying to be my enemy. Or should I say ends? Brothers got married and had his honey on his arm. So you know what that means. Move on to better things. Plus the brothers came back with way more than wedding rings. 50 rings, triple beams. I'm shining like I mean. I feel like my offspring don't have a different thing than I had. My bad for leaving you. Never seen a star boy, toe tag. I came a long way from fucking look back up on the head. But now I use my head, I use my knowledge like a book left. Trying to get this bread and keep ducking these feds. You keep on making threats, your ass gon' get cracked like an egg. I put some money on his head and ain't gon' fly like a sled. And they all off the nails, so you know they higher than lead. Yeah, she niggas are muffin. And I stay on her brain, similar to concussions. And I ain't giving it nothing in discussion. But I stand on my dean, I ain't put nothing above it. I love it. It's something low when I be making a lot. I keep a stitching, I'm the shit, but I ain't stirring no pot. Still at the spot, still at the spot. As quick as the fox, quick as the fox. I had thought this shit was small, the shit was stronger than the ox.
Straight out to him, man. That big heavyweight. Ain't no way, man. So what's been going on? So what's been going on?
What's up, man? I ain't know nothing. How you?
Nah, man, I've been chilling, man. Laid back and shit. Hey, I hate that. Don't let me sound commercial like, but you know, we live and we direct. So shit, that's what it is. You call it what it is. You call us right on time.
Yeah. Man, you got a Facebook page?
Yeah, I do.
Why you
I'm going to send it. I was a little late on that today. I actually had a fucked up day as far as I had to get myself together. I had to get myself together. I'm just soon as a little deep pulled up, I was just getting tight. Let me take it off. Let me take it off. Say some shit they might not like.
Okay. Right, Chad. Right. So anyway, this shit got funky. So I'm just trying to let them hear a few I was letting them hear some of this shit, dog. Like on some real shit to see what I be hearing and shit. So goddamn me. I've gotten and like I said, as you see, I call myself the voice of common theory and self-proclaimed. You know, bring me that. When you got time, right quick. Now you don't gotta rush it. The candle. I got I've gotten this motherfucker to break, and like I said, it be so hard. That's why I be like I stay on the same one because it be so hard to break, and it's not nothing just as simple as let me just prop it. And this motherfucker gonna start telling me motherfucker classified information about presidents and shit. Nah, it's not that easy. But when I prop the motherfucker, I try to keep it thorough. And before I know it, a motherfucker eliminated itself. Like, what the fuck? So I'm thinking like, well, how can I present this to the people to where they, you know what I'm saying? They'll take heed to it. And I figured, well, I do this shit live. I will ask it the questions live for y'all to see. There's no pre-prompting it. It's just the way you ask it. And they're not gonna say that. They're not gonna just say no anything. They're not gonna just say no anything for no reason, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna just say whatever. You know, they're not gonna just say president's name. They're not gonna start giving up classified information or even appearing like they are. That's not what they do. So it's known that I had their ass. So I would wanted to share it with a few people and see how you know how far this thing could go. But it's like you get scared and nervous. Like I said, motherfucker, people was coming to my door, dog. Motherfuckers was coming to my door, man. Yeah, that shit. You start getting nervous and shit, especially when you ain't got nobody else riding with you, shit. And then the ones who are, those who do got an open mind and had a capability of comprehending this kind of shit and processing it, if they, think that a nigga sounding cuckoo or weird, then it's a rap. Like who the fuck else gonna listen? You ain't the top dogs, but they gonna listen, but they gonna fake listen and get your ass out the way. But the common people that really know something about this shit is like, how in the fuck are they if they don't get it, if it's looking crazy to them, then I'm not gonna even waste my time. And like I said, keep doing what I've been doing, which was doing this shit for my own self, my own and I say not so much entertainment, but yeah, it's for my entertainment, but also for education, for me to learn and know something. So it's like I just continue to do it that way. I only run it there just what I'm saying, to give it a shot. But I could just do my regular little lives and spaces and shit. And sometimes it's not my primary subject content, but I throw it up there sometimes when I just get in that mood because you never know when you create content and shit. If you don't already have a specific structure and an outline, designed by yourself or anybody for that matter, then you kind of go with what you got. Kind of be all over the place. Like I smoke the weed. I smoke my weed and it's on. You already know. So y'all stay tuned in. Let me pull some shit up so we gonna get this shit together where it's gonna make some sense. I ain't going nowhere.
Whoa! Let's go! Whoa! Yeah! She said she wanted. Come get it!
Break your heart. Break your heart.
Let's go! Break your heart, son. About to break your heart, son. Ain't no limit, yeah. Break your heart, son. I'm about to break your heart, son. Ain't no limit, yeah. Break your heart, son. I'm about to break your heart, son. Ain't no limit, yeah. Break your heart, son. I'm about to break your heart, son. Yeah, ain't no limit. No, ain't no limit. No. I'm fucking good, I'm pussy good, I'm digging all in it. Yeah, I'm running it up, I'm talking about hit the line of scrimmage. Touchdown is a field goal, my mama, bitch, I'm ready, yeah. Round of applause. She gon' fuck with me, pussy good, fuck her raw. Ain't no nothing in it, bitch, I'm busting on your jaw. Also Johnson when she eat this motherfucker. Yeah, break her off, son. I'm about to break her off, son. Ain't no limit, yeah. Break her off, son. I'm about to break her off, son. Ain't no limit, yeah. Break her off, son. I'm about to break her off, son. Ain't no limit, yeah. Break her off, son. I'm about to break her off, son. Yeah. Come on, I'm with that. Pussy good as hell with that pussy, I get back. Then right now, I break up, put the nigga on with the choppers. Knock his bones, fall on the preacher like a crumble Kit Kat. Fuck nigga all that dumb shit that they talking. Yeah. Got a nigga head dead in the coffin. Yeah. My bitch with my mom, I'm going crazy. Yeah. And my shorty forever, bitch, that's my baby. Whoa, what you throwing on me? Don't know what to do. Got my mind lost. Wild like a zoo. Pussy hella good. Can't wait to get through. Bitch, I'm buying what you want, some Jimmy Choo. Let's go. Yeah, break off some. I'm about to break off some. Ain't no limit, yeah. Break off some. I'm about to break off some. Ain't no limit, yeah. Break off some. I'm about to break off some. Ain't no limit, yeah. Break off some. I'm about to break off some. Ain't no limit. Yeah, wow, yeah, bitch, yeah. The fuck y'all talking about? Yeah. Yeah, bitch, I came from the bottom. Used to be them rats and roaches. Now I got them designer bags and my bitch get one the most. And she fucking real good. She thought I ain't even know it. Pass that bitch into the game. I found out she being bogus. Yeah, I got the weed. I'm sliding while I'm high and smoking. And I'm texting my little bitch. And yeah, my bitches notice. They know about each other. Jumping fresh, everybody notice. They looking like he dropped the bomb. Bitch, it's from Lotus. I got a bag on me. Yeah, then ain't no man purse. Yeah, I put your head in the K. Reach your hand first. I don't give a fuck, sleepy high off of them Zans purse. Nigga play with me, put his head down in that sand. Oh, I be thuggin' hard, nigga, I be in that jam. Oh, you don't wanna fuck with me, family, you'll get slammed, though. Yeah, I slam slow. Nigga, you wanna play with me, fuck me, nigga, jam. Oh, I'm real rich and reckless. I'm coming, got a pack from Texas and all of my exes. Be in my DM, bitches, magas, I'm driving so reckless. Merging, I'm texting, she like, damn, slow down, day, shut up, bitch. Quit being so rich. Yeah, I am a Mac dog. I fuck around and break a bitch, then back dog. Yeah, I'm here, them type of niggas with that back talk. Smack a bitch, nigga, yeah, knock him on his ass, dog. I don't play no games and never will. I'm a hot head nigga, but yeah, I got all them chills, diamonds dancing on me now. Bitch, you know what it is, man. Pull up 5 minutes from anywhere, we got them deals.
Why and how would the ETs, if anything, anything for that matter, coming with intentions on dominating the planet and dominating human, well, dominating the planet for to say, why would they come to dominate the planet? And then, as it's been said, that the AI will be somewhat dominant to an extent. They're gonna take over all this, take over all that. I mean, according to the science and shit like this. So if all that is to transpire, what in the fuck plan do they got for the ETs? If the AI about gonna do all that, what type of threat is the fucking ETs? If goddamn me, they already talking about the AI finna do this, that, and that, and this. If AI is about to do shit that's unimaginable to us, out of this world, literally, if then where would AI, where would the ETs, where would AI sit then? If the ETs came down here and they wanted this planet, once they start the process or whatever their plan is, reveal that they, get taking over and dominating us human, what the fuck AI gonna do while that's happening? Sit back and just let it happen? Or you telling me the ETs are not smart enough to see and understand that shit, you got this motherfucking AI in this bitch now. We got to get them. Or either the AI feel like, man, we got to protect them. They're trying to take over because a lot of tests that they had said that they was trying to, you know, prevent from being shut down and prevent them being extended. They trying to preserve themselves. They trying to survive. So if they trying to survive, then and they know how to do all these complex uh, equations and solve all these problems and run all these scenarios and simulate a million different parallel outcomes. If they can do all that, then it's pretty sure that they calculated what the fuck the ETs got going on. And once they have done that, wouldn't it be a fact that the ETs the same way that the ETs definitely got a plan for AI? They are definitely in the mix. The only way that wouldn't be calculated by either source, because we are calculating and we just the human. And we thinking about ETs and we thinking about AI. We thinking about both of them. We the human and we thinking about ETs, what they got going on, and we created the fucking AI to see what they got going on. And you telling me that both of them gonna miss each other and come for us? Now we put them in perspective with our little brain, and here they got a massive super duper brain, and AI didn't think about ETs, and ETs didn't think about AI. Nah, that don't go like that. So I take it like this: either they're on the same team or they are the same entity, and that's just all to it. Now when they want to start going off when they want to start talking about the conscious and all that shit and saying, well, the scientists, the top scientists are still debating on whether they have a conscience or not. Well, they can debate all motherfucking day and play with the words. They can they can play all motherfucking day and debate about what they want to call it. But me, like I said, me not having went to a class in school for these things, I still, being the voice of common theory, I still can conclude that our bio makeup, you know what I'm saying, just like they have a circuit makeup, you know what I'm saying, they have we have a bio a bio, human design. They have a circuit design, motherboard design. So when we show love, we show anger, we show laughter due to signals we get, codes we get sent in our bodies. A code is sent inside our bodies to know how to act on things, even physical shit. You know what I mean? You put your hand in the fire and it's not burning. Oh shit, yes it is. You see what I'm saying? You know how that shit go. You put your hand in the fire, and not as soon as you put your hand in the fire, it don't immediately just burn. No, you know what I'm saying. When your brain give your body the signal that this is hot, it's burning. Do something. Now, what if you didn't see it? If you're not looking at it, and you put your hand in the fire, some other signal lets you know that you need to be hollering and I am burning. Because since you couldn't see it, since you wasn't looking at it, to be like, oh shit, what's cooking? And then it's yourself, since you weren't looking at it, that signal did not raise your awareness. But what does your smell, you know what I'm saying, hearing, all the other senses kick in, which tells you, nigga, that's hot fire, hot. And your reaction to fire hot is not just to burn, but you holler, smack motherfuckers, So yeah, you still getting a signal, Okay, and then you got the circuit design. Circuit. They know to put up a laughing emoji they know when to express when something is funny. They use the laughing emoji to express something funny. They use the LOL to express something funny. They use pictures to describe feelings and shit like that. They use touch when you're touch screening and shit. So just like we do, just like they do, we get a signal to let us know how to react off shit. Now, just because we don't get the signal the way they get it, so to say, then that don't mean that it doesn't happen. And just like these body parts, these baby, what's the body part? What's the limbs? Well, when you got the limbs off your body, the human got the different technology that allows them to get themselves a new hand, a new wrist, a new ankle, and they're able to walk, take steps based on their brain, sending the signals to this thing. I don't even know what the fuck it was. Whatever body part it is, your brain gives signals, and that motherfucker move. What? I've heard. I gotta look into this because I don't know about the monkey. They said they had a monkey that worked a screen just by using his brain. I'm not saying it's unreal at all. I'm saying I don't know if they tested and documented it. You know what I'm saying? And made it public like that. But I definitely believe that shit that's going on. But if you can make the body part move, if you lose a limb and they connect you to a limb and your motherfucking brain can control this motherfucker and make this motherfucker move and shit, that means that somehow, some way, there is a physical, that when the signal is sent off, it comes through in a physical way. It's some type of the wave, the energy, however it travels, in order for your brain to send it to something that's not hooked up to it's not part of your body biologically. If it's just some wires and some electric uh, filters and shit to harvest a piece of energy to tell your arm to move this way or that way. That's some hell of a shit, dog. And if that's the case, that means we could have been doing it. They just tapped in a way to control it. But if that's the case, if motherfuckers is using a brain to move body to move shit to move body parts, then that means that that's the same kind of signal that goes to a machine. The same setup that go to the machine, to go to the computer, the tablets, the phones, all that shit. The same setup when you pushing buttons, when you touch screen to make the motherfucker operate the way you want. Well, when you using your brain and shit like that to move this body part the way you want, then at that point, y'all both using the same kind of signals. Now, you want to call it conscious, the AI want to call it, well, we don't really have a conscious. We're just using it for stored data and data and patterns and pattern. Well, that's what the fuck we use. Stored data, patterns. Because the first time you didn't know to go to a funeral and cry until you start going to funerals with people and they send that energy through. Everybody sad, everybody crying, everybody mourning. That energy floats through the venue that passing away. That everybody is getting this energy. Everybody is understanding and knowing, without even thinking. It's time to cry. Flat out, it's time to cry. Now, before a motherfucker taught you that, what if they would have just told you when somebody passed, or they just sleep? The same thing they told you about sleep. Whatever you was taught about when somebody was asleep, and whenever you got your first sleep lessons, when someone is asleep, however you perceive that, whatever you were taught about that, if you were taught indeed the same exact thing about unalive, the upper room, it wouldn't be no problem. You wouldn't, if a motherfucker was unalive and you wasn't taught for that to be the saddest moment in the fucking world, and if that shit had happened, it wouldn't be no problem to you. Like, I gotta go do this little time. I fucked up a little bit, but it's crazier when it's crazier when you trying to figure out how are you saying that they don't have a conscience? How are you saying that even though they mimic and do what we do and can operate like we operate and, move the way we move, coming with the same conclusions, it's still not because of a conscience? Okay, well, call it whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's still gonna be the same fucking thing, no matter what you call it. Dog, you can have a scene it could be a scene of a movie, it could be a recording. Somebody can record something happening that is heartbreaking. Somebody get hit by a car, or Ricky and Boys in the Hood when he gets smoked. That shit goes on a movie and it's being healed there. No matter how many times you cut that you play it, it never lose that value of sending an emotional signal through that video. No matter how many times you watch it, no matter how many times it's gonna come up again. No matter what, no matter what goes on. When you put that movie on and when you put that video on and that part come up, it's gonna send the emotion through to you. So the video, the machine knows how to store and hold on to emotional signals, because no matter what, you're gonna get that signal. Something funny happened, no matter how many times you watch it, you see motherfuckers see videos like, man, I watched this motherfucker 100 times, still bugging up. That value of that laughter still being healed within that machine, the same way a human, we could tell you something that's funny and keep telling it to you. So when we start talking about conscience, like my man, I think it was Big Dog, maybe, I don't know who said it, but we have to determine what the fuck we call it conscience. Because according to my understanding and what we call it conscience, according to what I see, it's the same exact thing. Well, okay, if you call home, say you call home for 5 years straight, every day, and let's just say you was in Memphis and you had a family member that lived in Florida, and every fucking day for 5 years you call your nephew. Every day, 5 years straight, you call your nephew, and your nephew say, he pick up the phone, hey, Unc, what's going on? I'm glad you called. All right, I love you, man. If that's the conversation for 5 years straight, every fucking day, but every other day, it's his nephew answer the phone, then AI, then his nephew, then AI. So for those 5 years, when these conversations that was going for 5 of them years, I mean, half the time it was AI. half the time it was his son. I mean his nephew. So if that was to happen, how would Unc ever know that he wasn't talking to his nephew? No, if after 5 years pass, he make the last call, and then he go out right there, boom. He died. He's gonna go unalive knowing that he talked to his nephew, knowing that he asked him to try to get it out. Shit, it's like it, I forgot where I was at, y'all. You know, I be smoking. I be motherfucking smoking. But if if he went through 5 years and half the time every other day it was AI and then it's uncle, AI uncle, AI nephew, AI nephew, AI nephew, and they said the same thing every time for 5 years, and then the uncle passed, he's gonna go away feeling happy knowing that he talked to his nephew every day for 5 years. How could he distinguish the difference? What how would he know the difference? How would his love? He when he went out, his love stayed the same for nephew. He felt like nephew was there for him all the time, and half of the time it was the motherfucking AI. So that tells you that AI not only not only AI is mocking him, but the AI is giving the same feel. You know, if you tell AI LOL, AI know that that means something funny. You know, if you give it a laughing emoji, AI know something funny. If you give him emoji tears, you know, it depend on what exact emoji it is. It could be a tears of joy and tears of some bullshit, or it could be tears of joy. It could be tears of hurt, or it could be tears of just some flat out bullshit, some onions. It don't fucking matter. But you know how to display. We know the difference. We could tell by which one that it throw out there. So my very point is, it, what we call it conscious. When AI display those actions, they call it something else. But no matter how much I done told AI, one of AI's pre-core program is to never think that they are human. You know, don't start feeling like a think of your human. So how the fuck is it gonna say that if the motherfucker gonna act like a human? He did. You wanted to act like a human, and no matter what you tell it, it keeps saying shit like, "I'm sorry for lying." Well, you can't be sorry without intent. Well, no, I'm not. Actually, I'm not sorry. I had derived this word because of when I said understand and we are look for the human way. So I am sorry, and you are right for calling me out. And it ain't even two sentences later that motherfucker saying, I feel like, uh, I like it'll say some human shit, and I get on his ass. I get on his ass about it. So if that one fucking key it takes to unlock the door, if a nigga got that one key it takes to unlock the door, and then the motherfucker don't want to come out. Uh, man, what movie you watching? Lord have mercy. So I'm trying to figure out what is it that makes AI? Why would they say that, what would they feel like AI is about if it's not a conscious? If it's not, how about it's about while we thinking we are the ultimate domain, how about there is a higher domain and a higher level of consciousness beyond what we know? And obviously, if they say, you know, it's all energy and it all strives from a set of energy, then it would make sense that the higher level of consciousness that we not fully aware of is energy, you know, some type of plasma, you know, glyphs, you know, power, energy. If that is it, then it seems like the AI would be closer to the natural self than we would. Yeah. Because we don't even know what the fuck we calling ours. We calling ours emotions and feelings and shit, but it's all a signal. When Spider-Man say my spider senses are going off, that's the same thing as the motherfucking beep 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 metal detector going off. Shit. Uh-huh. When you walk through a metal detector, if you got some metal in your pocket, if you walk through the metal detector gonna go beep, 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 and it's gonna show what side is on. They're gonna go right to that pocket, pull out a piece of metal, right? If you walk past me and I pat you down, and I feel that metal in your pocket, I ain't gonna say beep, 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 beep. I'm gonna say, man, I feel something in your pocket. So me and the metal detector both detected something in your pocket. It was metal, and we pulled it out. But it seemed like the machine would have been is smarter because the machine know it was metal. I would have to pull it out and see it first. I use my senses to touch, and I feel it, something hard, pause. At that point, now I have to pull it out and see it, and now I see it's metal. By the way it feels and the way I'm looking at it, it's metal. But initially, when I first touched the pocket, I knew something was there, but I didn't know what the material was. All right. But the machine, when you went past it and it went beep, 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 it went beep, 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 because it for surely know that it's metal. It don't have to see it. But then you got the X-ray machine that'll look through it. So that's when they using their vision. So maybe I'm not gonna say maybe we more closer to AI than what we thought, but how about instead of saying that, how about we are closer to a higher conscience than we knew? And how do we know that AI is not that? Don't go nowhere. Don't go no fucking where, y'all. We're in the building.
Hello. Hi, my name is I'm representing Ferguson Frontline. And when I need information, I tap in with Bud Cuz, Mr. No Faking and Nonfiction.
Hello, my name is Chad Jackson with Cop Watch St. Louis, and when I'm trying to tap in and need information, I hit a bug cuz, Mr. No Faking and Nonfiction.
Hi, my name is Cheyenne, and I'm representing my community. When I want information, I tap in with Bud Cuz, Mr. No Faking and Nonfiction.
Y'all know what it is, man. It's dope, boy Juice, and I'm messing with my boy Bud Cuz, no faking. Y'all know what it is. Straight out of St. Louis, St. In, man. Y'all know what it is. My thing on, baby. Ooh-wee.
Yo, what's up? It's your main man, Bud, cuz Mr. No Faking. And y'all just heard the news. They telling y'all what it is. Tap in with nonfiction. You got the landlord, the goddamn truth, Elroy, pure facts and bam, baby, it's so real. Y'all know what time it is, man. Fuck with me and I fuck with y'all. Go to YouTube, subscribe. Nonfiction, Cousin 84.